Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to part 5 of my Neopets the Darkest Faerie All Bosses Speedrun Tutorial series. Getting into Act 3 now, and kind of the real meat of the run. So we have the intro cutscenes here we're going to skip. And then right away, I'm going to just show off my coordinates. And we're going to run, basically. Normally we have this beach fight that we have to escape to... We have to fight all these guys, defeat them as both characters, and then we have to get out and run, yada yada yada. But basically at this point, our goal is to get to Market Town. So what we're going to do is jump onto this first ledge, get low gravity, turn around and come into this corner of the water here. I like to line this up like right when the waves start kind of turning white and coming up onto the shore. And then we're going to do a mega jump just over the middle of this first rock here. There we go. So it might be possible to do that with without low gravity. I'm not sure, but it's very difficult, and I don't think I've never done it before. So yeah, get low gravity for that. And as soon as we do that, we're going to turn around and we're going to look for these trees just under this big wall texture there. We're going to run towards the right side of those trees. Just as we're about to pass them, turn about like 35-45 degrees left and keep running. There we go. So now we're up here. We're going to turn around again. We're going to run straight forward, and more ground will spawn under us. So we're going to run straight forward into this this wall. There we go. There's the ground spawning. And then we're in here now. Now at this point, we're going to turn left, and we have these trees here. Trees are, it seems, are very useful for this part for identifying cues. We're going to run in between, like this, in this gap where there's one tree on the left and two on the right. So we're going to run in the middle of the gap here. And there we go. Now we have another little gap here. Little open area. What we're going to do right now is, so we see off to, still kind of straight ahead of us, just to the right. Between these two, we have kind of a hill that goes way up there. We are going to, just so that we can see, kind of stay right of these trees, but still on the ground here. And just keep running until we get to the very tip of this hill. Now I'm going to stop. So on console, you'd have to wait a lot longer for this, but basically we want to wait until we see all those, like all that stuff in the background. The grass, the signs, the save point. But on emulator, you can just kind of run straight through. We're going to now turn right a little bit and run straight forward. And there we go. Now this area is spawned. I'm going to run right down here under kind of this like open cave path-ish area. And now we're on the other side of the invisible wall going to Crossroads. So perfect. And we're going to keep running downhill. So what we're going to do now, here is some of the more difficult moat menuing in the game. So I'm going to have water moat equipped, and then I have my light moat ready. I'm gonna use a power potion just as I come over this bridge, and then activate my purple juppy. And then I'm gonna have the moat menu open, run up to this black knight, charge attack him with the water moat, and then as soon as Tor is finished with the attack, equip light moat, and just 3-hit spam attack him. And then before we go to those guys, I'm going to use all 3 purple juppies to get our magic back. Activate the Miracle Speed Potion. And then we're going to do the same thing, water moat, but I'm going to get my supernova moat ready instead. Oh, he gave me Dark Down. That's mean. And then we're just going to do the same thing, kill them. Okay, so... Oh, nice Cicado. So ideally we'd have I mean, we probably wouldn't be getting attacked there. I'm going to give myself a little bit more supernova motes with the good old hack menu. Ideally, we'd have about 60 to 63 supernova motes, I'd say. So let me just give, I'll go a little bit low and 15. Well, actually, that's exactly what I wanted. So now at this point, we're going to switch to Roberta. So we have another boss fight coming up, and you know what to do with boss fights. Supernova mode all the way. And now Mirka speed, we are going to run straight through Market Town to the Black Keep. We are completely ignoring everything and everything. And as we come around here just before the entrance, jump up here to get low gravity. You can do this mega jump without low gravity here, but you're more likely to grab onto the ledge, and it's just a little bit of a micro optimization. So line up. Easy, simple mega jump right onto the middle platform here. Jump across again. And now we have another upwards ledge fly. We're going to have one more that we do later on in this run, but as we come up here, so jumping on the vines gives us low gravity. So what I'm going to do, I jump up the right, or I climb up the right pillar, fall off, and then what I'm looking is to be lined up, so it might be a little bit faded in the background, so I use my emote to help, I line up so that I'm facing kind of the side of the Black Keep here. It's a fairly lenient lineup, but that's where I like to be facing. So like the left side of it. And then I'm gonna inch forward. Okay. So this should be good. And what I want is for Roberta. So there's kind of like, I don't know if it's very visible. Basically, there's a little corner on like the outside of Roberta's toe or her like on the outside in the front of her boot. There's a little corner that forms there. And I look for that to be either right on top of the edge here or slightly ahead of it. So this works. And normally we'd have Mirka speed here, so I'm just going to do this. And then what we're going to do is simple forward, upper, up. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So what happened there was she targeted onto the enemy that's right here. So, yeah, let me go kill that guy real quick. Okay. That's a little bit annoying, but I don't really think I'd be able to explain this very quickly without getting noticed by those guys, so we'll continue. So I can actually try to do a better attempt at showing what I mean. So again, the line kind of where the edge of the like gate that I'm standing on is just behind that little corner on the outside of Roberta's boot here. And I'm lined up with the outside of Black Keep way up high. And I am going to do a basic old, normal old forward upward ledge fly. And what should happen, and what will happen because I can see very obviously that this angle is very good, is that we void out. And the void plane that we hit puts us on top of the Black Keep. So this is right as we would climb up. And basically we're just going to run up completely as normal now. So run around. Void these guys. Up the stairs here. This guy can be a little bit annoying, and so can the box. But for the most part, you can just go around him. Excuse me. And then there's a little bit of an invisible wall here, like ever so slightly, which makes running around here normally a little scary, but it's fine. Should be easy to avoid. Again, climb up as normal. And let me take off my coordinates real quick. Come around this side and across this kind of narrow bridge section, and then into the next doorway. Up the stairs, around to the right. And then we keep going. So we're going to equip our power potion now. So the Black Knight doesn't have any speedrun strats. He is done completely as normal. So if you know how to fight this guy casually, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's really no nuance I have to explain to you. I like to specifically lure him away to have him do his charge attack first. But basically, actually, one thing about attacking his knees after he hits the wall on his charge attack, or his like running at you attack, is that the closer you are to him, the sooner he actually goes into his next phase, which is a small optimization as well. So there we go. Now we have the last bit of this. And we just attack him normally now. And skip the cutscene. And now we spawn right in front of, actually, the Black Keep dungeon. Pretty cool area, but not useful to us right now. So head into this first gap here, around to the left. And then to exit, we're just gonna do a low angle ledge fly. So a little nuance about ledge flying that I didn't mention before is that the further you are away from the ledge, the lower an angle you'll get. So if I'm like right up against the ledge here, I might fly just like straight out forwards. But the further away I am from it, so I'm a little further away, there we go. I go like almost 45 degrees straight down. And then we just leave and go back to Market Town. Although there is another little trick you can do to save a second or two here. So again, vines give us low gravity. And what we can do now is as soon as we get up to the top of this pillar, cheeky little cloak dash. And it gets us all the way over. So now once we get back to Market Town, we're going to come straight to the weapon shop. And we need at least 9,000 Neopoints at this point. So I have more, obviously. We are going to buy these two weapons because they're the best that we have access to, and they're the best weapons in Act 3 before getting back to Meridel. So yeah, they're pretty much the best option we have right now. And the reason we need 9,000 Neopoints, by the way, even though we have those only cost 4,000 each, totaling 8,000, is because we need an extra 1,000 for a story purchase later on, which lets us get to the final Act 3 boss, or I guess technically the second to last Act 3 boss, but I digress. So we get those, come back out here, and then we're going to do a mega jump onto that balcony. So as I mentioned before, cloak dashes don't give us low gravity, so we can line up pretty far away, or they don't take away low gravity, so you can line up far away and go inside. And once we enter, you hold square and like spam the up button. There we go. Or the down button if you like. And that should give the text glitch. I'm not totally sure it saves time here since there's still this little waiting section, but yeah, we do it anyway. And now we just talk to this guy and get the guild treasure. So the guild treasure is important for the Undead Drake boss later, and that's also the story purchase that I mentioned. What we're going to do now is switch to Tor, because Tor is who we're going to want to be for the next boss. And then basically we just leave Market Town. So I'm actually going to leave that one off here. I'll do kind of an individual part for each boss. And that will be it for this one. So next time, we're going to go through getting into Bogshot and defeating the Plague Serpent. See you then.